Right. The two best decks of the meta, besides King Piccolo, is Xeno Gogeta versus Yellow Trunks. King Piccolo's best deck, fight me, but if not those two, it's these two. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'd say U7 Goku lags just a little behind.
U7 Goku is Red's second ugly stepbrother. This is probably the two best decks in the format, to be honest. You'll probably see these decks topping.
Every event.
Well, every event, winning most events until June. May is the next ban list.
Yeah.
And then we'll hopefully be rid of thwarting.
And that right there was the reason it is so good, because of turn 1 thwarting.
Yeah. Like, it's a deck that can go first or second. It has a broken play for first and second.
Yeah.
It doesn't struggle against King Piccolo or U7 Goku or Agents of Destruction, because it can. If you have something on field with barrier that's annoying, you just bring out the blocker, or if they have just. Like, if I was going. Like, I could have removed that Trunks with barrier by playing the.
Barrier removal, yeah.
Yeah, but thwarting can just warp.
Non-barriers, which
is. Yeah.
And you see, like, this is why Trunks is just so meta-relevant, because it is possibly the most consistent yellow deck at just doing the thing it does every turn. Yeah,
yellow Saiyan decks that give you draw potential are just like so strong in this format. You've got so many strong staples. Yellow's got the best staples, but then Steadfast just makes Yellow unbearable, to be honest. And the fact that Poutine's still around, it's undeniable that this Vegeta Trunks is horribly oppressive at times. So strong, and it's a pretty cheap deck as well.
Yeah, it's not that expensive if you want to make a budget version of it.
Like, I mean, what's the most expensive card in the deck would be?
Oh, yeah, I mean, obviously discarding things like Pan, but apart from that, maybe.
Well, you can play
Cell Xeno now.
Yeah, that's only 30 quid now.
Yeah, the deck's not that expensive. Like, it only has one powerful Super Saiyan now. Turles isn't that expensive anymore.
Yeah, thanks. Well, after the Card Fest event, it's now like 4 quid or something.
Yeah.
The deck's super cheap now. If DragonBall, they do a fantastic job, I have to say. Better than any other card game of keeping competitive players within a budget.
Yeah.
Because you pretty much got everything you wanted in the Card Fest packs, and because there was so many handed out, and there's great attendance at those events, you can see on people selling the cards and value. Like for the Baby Unison Crash, that was always 20. It was always around 20. Now it's around 4.
Yeah.
Robotic Repost was actually reprinted in the special packs as well, so that went down from 12 down to probably around 5, 6ish. And that's in the event packs. Going forward, if you enter the events, you'll have a chance to pull Robotic Repost.
And now, like, Gogeta also has this. Lots of people were like, "Oh, Black Smoke Dragon's gone. They've lost to Unison." Everyone just immediately moved to Mira.
Mira or Pycon? Yeah. Pycon was always there. Mira's super strong.
Yeah.
Turles Ultimate's gone down. That can remove thwarting on board. Obviously necessary to get rid of my double strike plus warp for your double strike.
Now, Gogeta going to Awaken. Yeah. And Gogeta has like one of the strongest Awaken turns in the game. Just being able to do both on either side is so good.
Yeah, it's only like 4 or less life. Yeah. Like your standard Awakening condition, it's not like Yellow Baby or Sin where you need to get down to 2 life to self-awaken. But the power of this deck is incomparable. I don't think we'll see a deck as strong as Gogeta Xeno for a while. Like, no black deck they brought out comes close to really touching it.
Yeah, like Trunks does things, but he's mostly just a mid-range to control version of Gogeta.
I do what you do, but slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's for the best if Gogeta Xeno got hit. I'm not a fan of banning leaders outright, but I think in this case I wouldn't make a big difference, because I don't think any of the cards really say if you lead as a black Gogeta.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what they're gonna do with Gogeta. There's just so many pieces in him.
Warping the SCR there.
Yeah, it's just so many pieces in Gogeta that makes him so strong.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've said it countless times that thwarting is probably the card to go. But I don't know, it's a strong opinion. I know a lot of people believe he should stay. I bored of seeing him though.
Yeah, and yellow's an interesting talking point for what will get hit, because there's just so many. Again, it's another case where yellow doesn't have a single problem card. They just have so many good options.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can go with it. Obviously, with the Trunks, the Poutine is so degenerate to have potentially rest up to 2 battle cards.
Yeah.
Your opponent brings out, and he has barriers, so there's Poutine, because of course yellow just needs their barriers.
Yeah.
Obviously comes the Miraculous SS3 Fusion. He's quite a strong card, but I don't really bring him out too much. Like, he's good on occasion, but you know, it's just like, it's hard to choose to fuse out anything. Like, if you can only do one fusion, it's hard to not bring out thwarting. But he was brought out. He did a good job of triggering the Trunks. I think he got around Trunks' thing, because what was the reason?
The first thing played, I can't actually remember, to be honest.
Yeah, it was something to do with I think he had barrier or something. Yeah. Be selected.
Yeah, but
overwhelm, double strike.
Yeah, that gets rested, and then yeah, like at this point where I was playing, my hand wasn't actually that good. I'd opened loads of things like that would have helped me early game, and I wasn't getting so many things to like actually help in the late game, which was quite sad.
Yeah, it doesn't help that you're been thwarting twice. Everything was popping off for me. I had such an excellent hand.
Yeah,
I was able to play around pretty much everything he had to offer. The power of the deck is sensational, though. I think it's, as I said before, it's just Gogeta's, it's just a beast of a deck, and it's so hard to deal with.
Yeah. If you look now, I'm going for the big double strike on the lead.
Yeah, no straight for the boss.
Yeah.
Monster.
And let's see, yeah, I think I'm just going to end it after one super combo, and hopefully have you take it. And to be honest, the best thing I'd be looking to do now would be evolve over the Vegeta, pop something on board, hopefully. And like the Vegeta in Trunks and Vegeta, that's easily one of the best cards in the deck. Like, everyone goes on about the Trunks, but the Vegeta just popping anything in rest mode, ignoring barrier, is so strong.
Yeah, well, it's got its situations where it's can be pretty beast. And you're gonna target my 2 fusion blues on the field. By thwarting by SS3 Gogeta, Miraculous. I think that's the second time he's gone. Obviously now you kind of have to go for a game, because that Mira is on 3 markers. You could have attempted to go on for and attack the Mira, but in the current situation it was probably best.
Yeah, to attempt to go for game here with the finish.
Yeah. And
we'll see what comes through.
Does he win the game with his critical
triple strike? Yeah.
Yeah. It's still a card. Like, it sounds great on paper, but
it has no protection.
Yeah. And super comboing. So the attack's going through, no combo, which is probably what you should have done, is comboed your hand into this.
Yeah, I definitely should have, to be honest. I was thinking more, hopefully try and bait a blocker negate, and then go from there with further things. And to be honest, I was still thinking, okay, maybe he has, like, black, at this point, maybe, I don't know what he's got up his sleeve, maybe he's got some sort of activate battle that could get rid of it, but I didn't want to, like, overcommit to everything.
Yeah, it's fair. It's just the amount of cards you had. I think you probably could have had the game if you gone for it. And I'm gonna go attack for game now. Obviously, the confusing one is you had the repost in hand.
Yeah. This is completely my misplay in forgetting that Mira's minus is an activate battle and not an activate main.
Yeah, so -2. And I had a huge warp, so I went up to like 120k power.
Yeah, this is completely and utterly my fault for misplaying. Like, literally could have just read the card and this wouldn't have happened. I was so upset by this.
Yeah, it's the funny way to finish it.
Yeah.
And I was just figured, let's just go for it. Let's just see if he plays the negate, and then he didn't. Yeah. And I was like, well, I guess I'll just -2 and win the game.
Yeah.
The power of Super Saiyan.
Not really achieving much. Just gonna have to like vomit my whole hand into it.
Yeah, it's trying to. Well, I suppose to draw one, I guess.
Yeah, there's the riposte. Very sad.
Bergamo's. Well, you knew the moment the attack went through, it was over.
Yeah.